Imagine this. 10 years ago, everyone laughed at her, recorded her tears, called her worthless. Today, a private helicopter lands at their reunion, and the same girl steps out, richer than all of them combined. What you're about to hear will prove that kindness and quiet strength always win in the end. Stay till the last second. Your heart is going to melt. The sun shone brightly above the skyline, gentle and golden, as though it wanted every hidden scar to finally be seen. On that beautiful afternoon, a soft breeze moved across the wide green field of Greenwood Heights Country Club, while a lone helicopter flew closer, its steady sound breaking the calm. Guests in elegant outfits and sparkling gowns glanced upward in shock. Nobody imagined the person about to step down would be the very same young woman they once hurt, mocked, and pushed aside. Yet life has its gentle way of bringing us back to the places that once wounded us, not for anger, but for healing. As the helicopter lowered gracefully, silence covered the entire gathering. Everyone waited for a moment they would never forget, unaware that the lady inside was no longer the broken teenager they remembered, but a soul renewed by courage, love, and quiet strength. If stories of forgiveness and second chances touch your heart, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Kindness Tales Stories. Tell us where you're watching from. Your kindness helps these messages of hope travel the world. 10 years earlier, the girl everyone ignored and teased was named Emily Harper. She grew up in a humble home and walked the corridors of Brooksville High with her eyes on the floor, hoping the cruel laughter would pass her by. Emily was intelligent, tender-hearted, and deeply creative. Yet none of that protected her in a school where meanness often felt louder than compassion. Her clothes were plain, her shoes were old, and her lunch was whatever her mother could lovingly pack. Classmates like Chloe, Vanessa, and their popular friends treated Emily as their daily joke. They made fun of her second-hand outfits, ridiculed her quiet ways, and sometimes even filmed her crying just for fun. Emily's days were filled with silence, a secret sketchbook, and dreams she kept locked inside. The only gentle soul she knew was the school caretaker, kind Mr. Dawson, who always reminded her that she was far stronger than she felt. After graduation, life tested Emily in ways no one could have predicted. She faced the world alone, carrying memories that still hurt. Yet she never gave up. She worked several jobs, slept very little, and studied business courses online between shifts. One ordinary day, everything changed. She walked into a tiny candle shop looking for an inexpensive gift, and left with an unexpected job offer from a warm-hearted widow named Mrs. Eleanor Brooks, who owned the struggling store. Eleanor saw the light in Emily's eyes, her honesty, and her hidden talent. In just 2 years, Emily's imagination brought the little company back to life. She designed beautiful products, created comforting scents, built a loving online family, and touched customers' hearts. The business grew beyond dreams. When Eleanor peacefully passed away, she left the company to Emily, believing in her completely. Emily renamed it Everlight Sanctuary and turned it into a worldwide luxury wellness brand, worth millions. Today, her creations grace airports, hotels, and stores across continents. The girl who once owned almost nothing had built a beautiful empire through patience and grace. So when the invitation to the 10-year reunion arrived, Emily paused and smiled softly. She understood the hidden tone behind the polite words. The same old mockery dressed up as curiosity. They still expected the shy, hurting girl to appear. Emily set the envelope down with a peaceful heart, not from anger, but from deep inner calm. She did not wish to prove anything to them. She simply wanted to show that pain does not write the final chapter of anyone's story. The helicopter landed gently on the velvet grass. Soft dust danced as the rotors slowed. When the door opened, Emily stepped out wearing a flowing cream gown that caught the sunlight like morning mist. Her golden hair fell in gentle waves, shining brightly. Every step carried quiet confidence. She did not walk to impress. She walked as someone who had healed, blossomed, and found true peace. The crowd parted without a word, eyes growing wide with recognition. Some mouths opened in surprise, some whispers faded, and some faces turned red, remembering their past actions. Emily's glow was more than outward beauty. It was the light of a heart that had chosen forgiveness over bitterness. Inside the grand hall, Emily moved gracefully along polished floors, looking kindly at faces that once frightened her. Chloe, once the center of attention, stood frozen with her glass halfway to her lips. The boys who used to laugh at Emily's clothes now adjusted their ties nervously. Yet Emily had not come for them. She had come to gently close an old chapter and to thank the girl she used to be. As golden sunlight poured through tall windows, Emily walked to the center where large photos from school days were displayed. She stopped in front of one picture, a younger Emily sitting alone on a bench. She touched the frame softly, not with sorrow, but with tender gratitude for every step that brought her here. Behind her, whispers quieted, faces softened, and many hearts felt the gentle weight of unspoken regret. If this story warms your soul, please like, comment, and help us spread more messages of healing and hope. Your support matters more than you know. Before the evening ended, Emily stepped outside once more. She lifted her face to the warm sky and felt sunlight kiss her skin. She knew to validation, no apologies required. She had discovered her own worth. She had rewritten her future with love. And as the helicopter lifted her gently into the blue, something inside her heart finally felt completely free. We would love to read your comment. I believe in second chances. As Emily soared above the past, leaving old echoes behind, she knew her value had never depended on anyone else's words. She had created a life filled with beauty, meaning, and unbreakable spirit. The reunion that began as an attempt to mock her ended as living proof that every soul deserves the chance to rise, to heal, and to become someone their younger self would look up to with pride.